Live from the star-filled International Ballroom of the Beverly Hilton Hotel. Welcome to the 2019 Golden Globe Awards.
And now, your hosts for the evening, ladies and gentlemen, Sandra Oh and Andy Samberg.
Welcome to the 2019 Golden Globe Awards.
Yeah. We are going to have some fun, give out some awards, and one lucky audience member will host the Oscars. Now, some of you may be wondering why the two of us are hosting together.
And the reason is we're the only two people left in Hollywood who haven't gotten in trouble for saying something offensive.
Oh, ooh, Sandra, that reminds me. You know what race of people really gets under my skin?
Andy?
The Hollywood half marathon. Because it messes up all the traffic, you know?
Oh, yeah. I hate that race of people.
It's the worst race of people. Now, we know what you guys are thinking. Andy Samberg and Sandra Oh, the two nicest people in showbiz, this thing's gonna be a snooze.
But not so fast, because you fools are all about to get roasted.
Gervais style. Hope you're wearing your flip-flops, Hollywood, because we're about to scorch some earth.
Damn right. Rip it, Andy.
All right, who we got? Well, if it isn't Spike Lee. Yeah, Mr. Do the Right Thing. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you who does the right thing. You, as a director, lifetime fan, can't wait to see what you do next. Bam, face.
Brutal.
Destroyed. All right, Sandra, hit him.
Hey, Bradley Cooper. You are hot.
Damn! This is live on television, no takebacks. All right, who else we got?
Andy, that's weird. Gina Rodriguez is here.
Yeah, why is that weird, Sandra?
Because last time I checked, she resided in heaven.
What? Sandra Oh, more like Sandra Oh Snap.
Andy Samberg, more like Andy Slams Nerds.
Ooh, I love that. What else? Who else?
Oh, I got one. Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah. Yeah. More like Michael B. Buff AF. You a snack, Michael!
Your character's name in Creed is Adonis, and it is apt.
Oh my God, yes, cut to him crying off that. I want to get the meme.
Oh. And we can't forget Amy Adams, nominated for multiple Globes tonight. Hey, Amy! Save some for the rest of us, you mega-talented piece of dog crap.
Take your lumps.
Take your lumps, Amy.
Yeah, and then, of course, there's Jeff Bridges, right? Mr. Cecil B. DeMille Award himself. Hey, Jeff. I wish you were my dad.
And Bridges is canceled.
You're canceled, Dad. Bye-bye. David Spaderef. Lauren knows what I'm talking about.
Well, that was fun.
It was fun.
Should we head home?
No, there's a lot more. Black Panther is nominated tonight for Best Picture Drama.
It is the third highest grossing movie of all time in the U.S., which just goes to show people want more movies where the characters ride around in rhinoceroses like they're horses. I have been saying this for years, Hollywood.
Jeez, calm down, Sandra.
I will not.
Then don't.
I won't.
Okay. It was another huge year for director Ryan Coogler, a fellow Bay Area native. Yeah. You know, if you told me as a kid growing up in the Bay there'd be a movie called Black Panther that starts off in Oakland, this is not what I would have imagined. Ryan, were there like a bunch of old members of the actual Black Panther Party saying, I can't even get an audition? Just kidding, they were all framed and murdered for wanting justice and equality. The world is and always has been a nightmare. It just seems worse now because of our phones. What else happened this year?
A Star is Born, starring Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga, is nominated for Best Motion Picture Drama.
Yes. And their performances were incredible.
And it just proves, and I'm just coming up with this now, that there can be 100 people in the room, and 99 don't believe in you, and you just need one to believe in you, and that was Bradley Cooper.
Sandra, I couldn't agree with you more. I was just thinking, you know, totally off the cuff, there could be 100 people in the room, and 99 don't believe in you, and you just need one to believe in you, and that, quite frankly, was Bradley Cooper.
So true, so true.
Yeah.
Crazy Rich Asians is nominated tonight for Best Picture, Musical or Comedy. It is the first studio film with an Asian American lead since Ghost in the Shell and Aloha. Crazy Rich Asians made over $200 million at the box office. Said Asian moms everywhere. Cut to my mom. Someone should cut to my mom right now.
Yeah! Gotta say, yeah, she didn't seem so impressed. So cheers to Crazy Rich Asians. You guys deserve a drink.
Okay, wait. Before we start getting sloppy, I gotta take care of my people so they don't get the Asian flush. Garçon, round of Pepsi AC right there.
Wait a minute. Wait, what's the Asian flush?
Don't worry, this joke's not for you.
Copy that. But I will say, if we've got a bunch of antacid out, you might want to send some to the Kaminsky method table. Just a hunch. Reflux City over there.
Vice is the most nominated film of the night.
Yeah.
Vice is an intense drama about Dick Cheney.
But it's actually up for Best Musical or Comedy because it erroneously invaded the wrong category based on false intelligence.
Bohemian Rhapsody was a massive hit this year. Rami Malek wore Freddie Mercury's teeth throughout the entire film.
Yeah, can you imagine how hard that must have been? I mean, first of all, you have to get the family's permission to exhume the body. I don't even know where you would begin with that conversation. Oh, they weren't? Oh, really? Well, I'm sure it was still hard.
Claire Foy is nominated for her work in First Man.
Yeah.
First Man is also how studios look for directors. First man. If no man available, then pair of man. Then team of man. Then eventually, maybe woman.
Yeah. Shockingly accurate. There are some amazing television shows nominated tonight.
The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel is nominated again for multiple awards.
Yeah. It's the show that makes audiences sit up and say, wait, is this anti-Semitic? Darren Criss of Ruth's Chris Steakhouse is here. What else?
Jim Carrey is nominated for his show Kidding.
Yeah. And I gotta say, I knew Jim Carrey's paintings, but I had no idea he had done acting. He was really good.
Although I am seeing that Jim Carrey's sitting up front tonight in the movie section, even though he's nominated for a TV show.
Oh, yeah, that's not gonna work. I'm so sorry, Jim, but we're gonna have to ask you to vacate the movie section and go sit with the TV folk. You're kidding, right?
No, but you're on Kidding, and that's on TV, so...
Yeah, it's awkward because you're a hero, but we do have to ask you to move.
You know, I just finished a film. It's called Sonic the Hedgehog. Comes out in November.
Oh. Well, you know, come back next year. I'm sure it'll be nominated.
All right, I'm going. Should I take my dinner, too? I wouldn't want to leave any of my DNA in the film section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim, please don't make this any harder than it already is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. sorry. I can't hear you. I see your lips moving, but there's a delay. Takes a long time for the sound to get this far.
Yeah.
we
Thank you,
appreciate
Jim.
it.
Thank you. We
Thank you.
appreciate it. Now, I know we're up here joking, but on a serious note, this year we saw incredible work like Black Panther, Crazy Rich Asians, If Beale Street Could Talk, Roma, Pose, Black Klansman, and many more. And they're not just here tonight because they resonated with audiences Hollywood often ignores. They're here because they told stories that resonated with everyone, and that is truly a beautiful thing.
Wow, Andy, can I just say that you just read all of my lines off the teleprompter?
What? No, those were mine. Here, let me keep going. When I was growing up in Canada, the daughter of Korean immigrants, okay, you know what, you were right. That was totally your stuff. Oh my God, I just totally whitewashed your speech. This is how it happens.
That's not how it happens.
What an amazing learning experience for me.
Okay, we can stop talking.
You got it.
But if I could take a moment here in all honesty, I said yes to the fear of being on this stage tonight because I wanted to be here to look out into this audience and witness this moment of change. And I'm not fooling myself. I'm not fooling myself. Next year could be different. It probably will be. But right now, this moment is real. Trust me, it is real. Because I see you. And I see you. All these faces of change. And now, so will everyone else.
All right, let's get to our first presenters. He discovered Allie, and she discovered him in the garage. Please welcome Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga.
It is an honor for us to be presenting the first award of the evening.
Here are the nominees for Best Actor in a Television Series, Musical, or Comedy.
Sacha Baron Cohen, Who is America?
Yeah. Jim Carrey, Kidding.
Michael Douglas, The Kaminsky Method.
Donald Glover, Atlanta.
Bill Hader, Barry. And the Golden Globe goes to Michael Douglas, The Kaminsky Method.
This is Michael Douglas's fourth win and ninth nomination. Michael wins his Golden Globe tonight for his role of Sandy Kaminsky in The Kaminsky Method.
Thank you. Dankeschön. Merci beaucoup. Domo arigato. Hollywood Foreign Press, thank you guys so much. Over 45 years, you always surprised me and treated me so well. Donald and Bill, Sasha, Jim, I can't even imagine being in the same group. Sitting here for an honor in comedy is just great. And the truth be told that I owe all of this to one man out there, Mr. Chuck Lorre. Chuck thinks getting old is funny. Thank you for your exquisite work. Al, I appreciate it so much. To Al Higgins, did a wonderful job. And to my dancing partner, Alan Arkin, showed me a lot of great steps, a lot of new steps. Nancy Travis, Sarah Biker, and a wonderful, wonderful cast members, our directors, the crew, my team, my kids let me be away for a few months to do this show, Cameron, Dylan, and Karis, and my extraordinary, wonderful wife, Catherine, who's here with me tonight. I love so much. And I guess this has got to go to my 102-year-old father, Kirk, who is... Alta Cockers rule! Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Please welcome the stars of Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman, Lupita Nyong'o, Michael B. Jordan, and Danai Gurira.
Hey. Tonight's first nominated drama has become more than just a movie. It's become a global cultural phenomenon.
A young African king of a secret, prosperous nation takes the throne at the precipice of change.
And through struggle and self-discovery, he learns to lead his country to be one that builds bridges, not barriers.
Nominated for 3 Golden Globes, this epic tale will undoubtedly have generations chanting, "Wakanda forever!" This is Black Panther.
The world is changing. Soon, there will only be the conquered and the conquerors. You are a good man with a good heart. And it's hard for a good man to be a king. Wakanda forever!
These next films were brought to the screen through the talents of countless artists.
They employed a variety of hand-drawn techniques, 3D computer animation, and stop-motion effects.
Here are the nominees for Best Animated Feature Film.
Incredibles 2, Isle of Dogs, Mirai, Ralph Breaks the Internet, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
I think your love would be too much. And the Golden Globe goes to... Oh, yeah. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Coming to the stage are writer and producer Phil Lord and producer Chris Miller. And accepting the Golden Globe tonight for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is Phil Lord.
Okay, we're in an alternate universe where we win this. Thank you, HFPA, for recognizing such an unusual movie. This is ridiculous. Look at all these people. Collaboration amongst many filmmakers, starting with our directors, Bob Persichetti, Peter Ramsey, Rodney Rothman.
Christina Steinberg, who's in the trenches with us, Amy and Avi, who started this whole thing with us.
Our patron, Tom Rothman, Christine Belson, Pam Marsden, Stan Lee, and Steve Ditko, who started this. Brian Bendis, Sara Pichelli.
Everybody in the awesome cast, including Herschel, who's here, I'm told.
There are 800 other filmmakers around the world who did this. Thank you guys so much to our loved ones. We love you. The directors want to say one last thing. Come here.
And I love you, Mom.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much. We were trying to make a movie that spoke to the idea that anyone could be behind the mask. We're telling the story of Miles Morales, a kid from Brooklyn, African-American, Puerto Rican. Anybody can be behind the mask. We're counting on you.
Thank you, Shamik.
You can do it. Thank you, Shamik Moore. All of our cast. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Golden Globes.
From the upcoming Three Stooges reboot, please welcome Emma Stone, Olivia Colman, and Rachel Weisz.
Good evening. In 18th century England, Sarah Churchill wore the bloody trousers around here and was perfectly capable of giving even the Queen a good tongue lashing.
But why couldn't, say, poor Abigail Hill get a piece of the action? She was just as good with her hands as Sarah. And she was even willing to go to great lengths along the way.
The Queen was confused. Did these women really love her? Or did they just want her for her body politic? Then again, when the women were these two hotties, did it really matter? Do you say that? Who says that? Me. Nominated for 5 Golden Globes. This is the favourite.
You're so beautiful. Stop it, don't you mock me. If I were a man, I would ravish you.
You have become close to Abigail.
She is a viper. You're jealous. I could not just stand by and let you destroy me. You are enjoying all of this, aren't you? Oh, it is fun to be queen sometimes.
If you do not go, I will start kicking you.
My dear friend, how good to see you've returned from hell.
I'm sure you shall pass through it one day.
Now, here with a surprising, unrehearsed takedown of Les Moonves is the cast of The Big Bang Theory.
That can't be right.
Yeah, I don't think that's
Please
right.
welcome Kaylee Cuoco, Johnny Galecki, and Jim Parsons.
There are two places you can always find great drama, intrigue, and deception.
One is any show where you find Cardi B and Nicki Minaj.
The other is on the shows featuring these nominees for Best Actor, TV Series Drama.
For Ozark, Jason Bateman. For Homecoming, Stephan James. For Bodyguard, Richard Madden. For Pose, Billy Porter. For The Americans, Matthew Rhys.
And the Golden Globe goes to Richard Madden, Bodyguard.
This happens to be Richard Madden's first win and his very first nomination. He wins his Golden Globe tonight for his role of David Budd in Bodyguard.
Thank you very much to the HFPA. I didn't see this coming at all. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the amazing crew and cast that made Bodyguard. They worked really hard over the course of 5 months to make this show, and you guys made it. And I want to say thank you to Keely Hawes, who's the best actress I could ever work with. She's amazing and generous. Big thank you to everyone at World Productions and the BBC and Netflix. Thank you very much. You guys are outstanding. And Jed Mercurio, thanks for writing this, and thanks for trusting me to do it. You're amazing. Thank you. And I want to thank my team, everyone at WME and Troika. You guys are amazing. I'm really proud to work with you every day. Duncan Millership, Conor McGahan, Sam Fox, Brandon Liebman, thank you. Most importantly, my friends and my family, and Mum and Dad, who flew all the way from Scotland. Wouldn't be here without you. Thank you very much.
And now, here are the nominees for Best TV Series Drama.
The Americans. Bodyguard. Homecoming. Killing Eve. Pose.
And the Golden Globe goes to The Americans.
Coming to the stage and accepting the Golden Globe tonight for The Americans is creator, writer, and executive producer Joe Weisberg.
Thank Carrie, Matthew, Noah, Holly, our incredible cast, all the writers, directors, editors, the best crew in the universe.
John Landgraf, Eric Schreier, Nick Grad, Jonathan Frank, Colette Wilson, John Solberg, Lana Kim, the whole amazing team at FX. You nurtured and loved this show, and we love you guys.
Peter Rice, Dana Walden, Gary Newman, Bert Salke, everyone at Fox 21 for your constant support.
Mary Ray Thulis and Chris Long, you walk into a room and life is good again.
Darryl Frank, Justin Falvey, Steven Spielberg, Graham Yost, you started it all.
Joe Cohen for everything, basically. Dan Halstead, thank you. Gavin O'Connor, the more I learn, the more I understand what you did for us and for me personally.
Thank you, Hollywood Foreign Press Association, and all of our amazing fans.
Julia and Rosa, I love you to the moon.
Jessica, Dora, Josh, I love you so much. Thank you all.
Everyone up here, everyone who made this show, thank you, guys. Thank you.
We love you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Golden Globes. And now, the president of the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, Maher Tatna.
Good evening. I am proud to represent the Hollywood Foreign Press as we celebrate the artists whose work has entertained, informed, inspired, and uplifted us. The freedom of expression that makes possible your work as creators and our work as journalists is under siege, which is why our mission to establish cultural ties between foreign countries and the United States has never been more important. To that end, our members representing 50 countries have unanimously voted to expand our mandate to support journalists around the globe with grants of $1 million each to 2 non-profit, non-partisan organizations. The Reporters Committee for Freedom of the Press, which provides pro bono legal representation for journalists. And Inside Climate News, which covers the defining global issue of our time. Simply put, it is incumbent on all of us to protect and preserve the freedom of creative expression, of speech, and of the press. This is our story to tell. This is our story to write. This is our stand to take. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Golden Globe nominated stars of Black Klansman, John David Washington, and Adam Driver.
Set in the 1970s and based on the true story of Ron Stallworth, the nominated drama follows the first African-American detective in the Colorado Springs Police Department.
A seasoned colleague joins him undercover as they infiltrate and expose the local chapter of the Ku Klux Klan. Nominated for 4 Golden Globes, this is Black Klansman.
The KKK is planning an attack.
How do you propose to make this investigation?
I'm going undercover in the Ku Klux Klan. We'll establish contact over the phone. We'll need a white officer to play me when they meet face to face.
Well, it's crazy, but okay. What kind of stuff do you guys do?
You ask too many questions. You undercover or something?
For you, it's a crusade. For me, it's a job. You're Jewish.
Why are you acting like you ain't got skin in the game? Power to the people.
Now, from the upcoming film What Men Want, Taraji P. Henson. And from Miss Bala, Gina Rodriguez.
The performances of the actors were among the most memorable in years,
making them 5 of the very best reasons to watch television in 2018. Here are the nominees for Best Supporting Actor for Television.
For The Kaminsky Method, Alan Arkin. For Succession, Kieran Culkin. For The Assassination of Gianni Versace, American Crime Story, Edgar Ramirez. For A Very English Scandal, Ben Whishaw. For Barry, Henry Winkler.
And the Golden Globe goes to
Ben Whishaw. A Very English Scandal.
This is Ben Wishaw's first win and first nomination. Ben is getting his Golden Globe tonight for the role of Norman Scott in A Very English Scandal.
Wow. Thank you so much, Hollywood Foreign Press. I had such a wonderful time making this. I'm so honored. Thank you so much. I want to thank Stephen Frears. What a legend. Thank you. I want to thank the BBC for continuing to make idiosyncratic and powerful work and for employing me again and again. Thank you. I want to thank the amazing cast of this show, but I have to thank Hugh Grant above all for such an exquisite performance. It was amazing to watch you do that. And I really want to thank Russell T. Davies, who wrote the most moving and hilarious script. But there's one person I really, really want to dedicate this award to, and it's the man who I had the privilege to portray in the show, Norman Scott, who took on the establishment with a courage and a defiance that I find completely inspiring. He's a true queer hero, an icon, and Norman, this is for you.
Now the executive producer of Escape at Dannemora, Ben Stiller, and from Halloween, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie?
What?
Congratulations on Halloween.
Thank you, Ben.
The biggest opening ever with a woman lead over 55.
Yeah, it was an amazing year, really amazing, and I was so busy. Were you in anything last year?
No, I was in nothing. Actually, I directed the miniseries called Escape at Dannemora.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. What do directors do?
They tell the actors what to do.
Okay, Ben. Here are the nominees for actress in a limited. Sorry, go back. Well, it was limited. Actress in a limited series or a TV movie. I wasn't wrong.
Yeah, you got it right. I'm not telling you what to do.
For Sharp Objects, Amy Adams. For Escape at Dannemora, Patricia Arquette. For Dirty John, Connie Britton. For The Tale, Laura Dern. For 7 Seconds, Regina King.
And the Golden Globe goes to. Go on.
Patricia Arquette, Escape at Dannemora.
This is Patricia Arquette's second win. She wins her Globe tonight for her role of Tilly Mitchell in Escape at Dannemora.
I love Ben Stiller. And to be an actor, to work with Ben Stiller, you're gonna love working with Ben Stiller. I'm gonna tell you something. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm like that snot-nosed girl in class still. I have my little piece of paper to read. I want to thank the Hollywood Foreign Press, not only for this incredible honor, but also for championing filmmakers from all over the world, exposing us to their beautiful work, and to also championing our work across the world, because this is our medium, this is our art form, and no matter what language you speak, you do need no translation for what we do. I want to thank my fellow nominees. All of your work is incredible, and I'm so inspired by you all the time. I want to thank Showtime, David Nevins, Gary Levine, all of our producers, Michael Tolkien and Brett Johnson for your incredible words, Ben Stiller, dream come true for actors. I want to thank our DP, Jessica Lagagne, a woman DP, bring it on. And our hair and makeup department, who were as much a part of my character as I contributed. Bernadette Mazur, Susie Mazaris, Allison, Zach Genesis for putting in my dreaded contact lenses every day, Yoichi Art Sakamoto for my teeth. How many need? I mean, I was born with. Thank you for that anyway. My dialect, Lee Dillon, Howard Samuelson for my dialect, our incredible crew dragging equipment through the cold in and out of many prisons, all the people who worked in the prisons who helped us and told us their experiences in there, and the people who had been in prisons who told us about their experiences. I want to thank Benicio del Toro. Oh my God, your choices are incredible. Paul Dano and Eric Lang, my family, I love you. Thank you all.
Normally at this point of the show, the host would do something fun and spontaneous to show how we're all just ordinary people, like ordering pizza for everyone.
But since we already get food at the Globes, we thought we'd mix it up and try something new. So roll up your sleeves, Hollywood, because you're all getting flu shots! You know you wore a sleeveless gown for a reason.
Hey, shot, 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 shot. Excuse me, ma'am, you're definitely gonna want to get Defoe. Great.
These nurses are all licensed professionals straight from the Rite Aid in Echo Park.
And look, if you're an anti-vaxxer, just put a napkin over your head and we'll skip you.
You're welcome, you guys.
This costs 50 grand, you guys. You're welcome.
Some of the biggest stars in Hollywood are getting ready for Carol Burnett. Next, the Golden Globes on NBC. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the Golden Globes. And now from Elementary, Lucy Liu.
Good evening. The next nominated comedy film follows a savvy New York woman who accompanies her charming boyfriend to a wedding in Singapore. She discovers that he is a crazy rich bachelor, and she becomes the target of crazy jealous socialites and a disapproving mother. This is Crazy Rich Asians.
1.2 million.
The Nick you're dating is Nick Young?
Yeah, you guys know them or something?
Hells yeah.
These people aren't just rich, they're crazy rich.
Mom, this is Rachel Chu.
She just thinks you're some, like, unrefined banana.
No. Those are 3 fingers.
Yellow on the outside or white on the inside.
Well, my family has been my whole life. Rachel! Rachel!
If Nick chose me, he would lose his family. And if he chose his family, he might spend the rest of his life resenting you.
Our next presenter is kind of a joker, but you would be too if you had to fly over the cuckoo's nest.
But no matter what, he's as good as it gets. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Steve Carell.
In 1952, the Golden Globes established the Cecil B. DeMille Award, honoring lifetime achievement in film. Fittingly, the first recipient of that award was Cecil B. DeMille. Tonight, 66 years later, the Hollywood Foreign Press has created a second award that celebrates lifetime achievement in television. It is my great honor to recognize the very first recipient of the Carol Burnett Award. And the nominees are Christian Bale, Charlize Theron, Antonio Banderas, and Carol Burnett. And the winner, you know what? I hate to root for one nominee over the others, but I really think that Carol Burnett should win this, and I will tell you why. First of all, she's a comedy legend. She is the most decorated person of all time in the Golden Globes television category, the first woman to win both the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor and the Kennedy Center honor. She was the first woman to host a variety sketch show on TV, The Carol Burnett Show, which ran for 11 years, averaged 30 million viewers a week, received 25 Emmy Awards, and half a century later remains the gold standard for television comedy. But beyond that, Carol Burnett lives up to every expectation of who you hope Carol Burnett would be. She is funny and gracious and kind. She is without a doubt one of the most revered, respected, and well-liked people in show business. It's been said that she makes Tom Hanks. I didn't say it, but it has been said. Let's take a glimpse at her extraordinary career.
Now at long last, I can say the two words that add up to fabulous entertainment.
Carol Burnett. Carol Burnett.
The queen of comedy, Carol Burnett.
I lost it.
I've always been shy. I confess that I'm shy. Can't you guess that this confident air is a mask that I wear 'cause I'm shy?
Did I ever go to acting school? Yes, I did. I took acting at UCLA, and then I went to Jeff Corey's class out here. Has it done any good, do you think? I don't know.
Mrs. O'Higgins, I wonder if you could come in.
Hello?
Mrs. O'Higgins, I wonder if...
Hello?
Mrs. O'Higgins, I wonder if you...
Hello?
You've been flopping around reading these junk magazines
This
again.
is my house, and I'll read what I like, Mama.
And it's your fourth beer today.
And I'm gonna tell you something. I needed every one of them.
Give me jealousy, love, anger, pity, fear.
What brings you to Tara?
You vixen, you. Starlet, I love you. The gown is gorgeous.
Thank you. I saw it in the window, and I just couldn't resist it.
I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, guess it's time for me to say so long.
ladies and gentlemen, the greatest honor of my life, the winner of the first annual Carol Burnett Award, Carol Burnett.
Oh, Steve Carell. All I can say is he is as nice as he is talented, and I thank you so much. Where are you? Oh, there. Thank you, Steve. Thank you. And my thanks to the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. I'm really gobsmacked by this. Does this mean I get to accept it every year? But you know, my first love growing up was the movies. I'd see as many as 6 to 8 films a week with my grandmother who raised me. And then later, when I was a teenager, we got our first television set, and then I had a new love. But regardless of the medium, what fascinated me was the way the stars on the screen could make people laugh or cry, or sometimes both. And I wished and I hoped that maybe, just maybe someday, I could have the chance to do the same thing. Well, those childhood dreams came true, sometimes on the big screen, but primarily on television, on a comedy variety show that half a century later still connects with people in a way that makes me very proud. You know, sometimes I catch myself daydreaming about being young again and doing it all over. And then I bring myself up short when I realize how incredibly fortunate I was to be there at the right time. Because what we did then, it couldn't be done today. The cost alone would be prohibitive. 28-piece live orchestra, no synthesizers, 12 dancers, average of 65 costumes a week. And there was the brilliance of our regular rep players, Harvey Korman, Vicki Lawrence, Lyle Waggoner, Tim Conway, plus 2 guest stars every week. And so I'm so grateful for the chemistry that we had with each other. And there was great chemistry behind the camera, too, with our crew, our producer, our director, our choreographer, our writers, the cue card guys. We all became one happy family for 11 joy-filled years. And nothing like our show, and I might add other variety shows at the time, could ever see the light of day today, because the networks, they just wouldn't spend the money. And because there are so many cable competitors, they're not going to take a chance. And sad to say, today's audiences might never know what they're missing. So here's to reruns and YouTube. But what has remained the same for every person who is lucky enough to be on television is the belief that we've been given an opportunity to do something special. We've been granted a gift, a canvas to paint with our talent, one that can make people laugh or cry, or maybe do both. So this award, oh my gosh, so generously named after me, is dedicated to all those who made my dreams come true, and to all those out there who share the love I have for television and who yearn to be part of this unique medium that has been so good to me. I'm just happy that our show happened when it did, and that I can look back and say once more, I am so glad we had this time together. Thank you.
Now from the series Turn Up Charlie, Idris Elba and his Cats co-star, the global superstar with the biggest U.S. tour in history, Taylor Swift.
Hey, everybody. Hi, Taylor.
Hi.
Hi. Looking good there.
Thanks.
It's our pleasure to present 2 Golden Globes tonight. The first is to the composers whose contributions create suspense, excitement, and humor.
Here are the nominees for Best Original Score.
A Quiet Place, Marco Beltrami, Isle of Dogs, Alexandra Desplat, Black Panther, Ludwig Göransson, First Man, Justin Hurwitz, Mary Poppins Returns, Mark Shaman.
And the Golden Globe goes to Justin Hurwitz, First Man.
This is Justin Hurwitz's 3rd nomination and 3rd win. He won his first Golden Globe a couple of years ago for his score of La La Land.
Okay, all right. I have to thank Nick Baxter, who mixed this score, and John Taylor, who mixed this movie, because a theremin score could have ended up being very annoying. And they found the right place for everything to sit and showed that great mixers can make a composer look good, so thank you to them. I want to thank Tom Cross, who cut the film, and the whole editorial department, Harry Yoon, John Toe, Derek Drew, and Jennifer Stolema, Jeff Harlacker, Jason Miller. I'm in awe of how you guys put together something so complex. Thank you, of course, to Damien, who is brilliant and loyal and touches every detail of our work. Thank you, HFPA. Thank you, everybody at Universal and the Los Angeles musicians.
These nominees not only touched our hearts, but they also captured the spirit and the message of their films.
Here are the nominees for Best Original Song.
From Black Panther, All the Stars. From Dumplin', Girl in the Movies. From A Private War, Requiem for a Private War. From Boy Erased, Revelation. From A Star is Born, Shallow.
And the Golden Globe goes to Shallow, A Star is
This is the first win and first nomination for this incredible writing team. They win their Golden Globe tonight for their music and lyrics of Shallow in A Star is Born. Accepting the award tonight is Mark Ronson.
Okay, I'm going to talk for a minute because she's indisposed. Thank you, Bradley Cooper. You took a heartfelt, honest tune and you gave it emotional resonance that we could have only dreamed of, seriously. The way you weave the lyrics into the film and the narrative of your beautiful, heartbreaking film is why we're standing up here tonight, I believe. Thank you to the Hollywood Foreign Press, of course. Thank you to Warner Brothers. A big thank you to Lucas Nelson and The Promise of the Real, whose arrangement and performance brought equal parts beauty and kick-ass. To Natalie Hemby, Hillary Lindsay, all the amazing people who wrote on this soundtrack. To be singled out on a soundtrack that's so great from start to finish is really amazing. A soundtrack available on Interscope Records, CDs, and streaming services.
Helmers.
And Tom Helmers.
Thank you for mixing Shallow 18 times.
Yes.
We're so sorry that we did that to you, but we love you.
And finally to the captain of the SS Shallow. Because when you write a song with Lady Gaga, all you're doing is making yourself into the best supporting cast you can be. The genius comes from you. It's up there. You're the one who led us into the deep waters and truly made this song what it is with your devastatingly beautiful performance in the film as an actor and as a singer, and we thank you for that.
I just have to say, as a woman in music It is really hard to be taken seriously as a musician and as a songwriter. And these three incredible men, Andrew Wyatt, Anthony Risimondo, Mark Ronson, standing with me, they lifted me up. They supported me. Thank you also to Ben Rice for working on this song with us. We love you. Thank you. And Bradley, I love you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here is a warm and gushy moment. The role of Golden Globe Ambassador is to assist tonight's ceremony and to help shine a spotlight to the HFPA's philanthropic activities. I am thrilled and almost teary-eyed to introduce this year's ambassador, my baby girl, Isan Monet.
This is the 76 Golden Globes. It's often very funny, but there have also been so many meaningful moments that have inspired us over the years.
Let's take a look at some of the best now. Andy Samberg.
Sandra Oh.
We said they inspired us.
Yeah, if you guys want to see yourselves up there, you host.
We gave up our Christmas for this.
Didn't even see our families.
Anyway, she doesn't know this, but I once watched our next presenter eat a salad at M Cafe on Melrose. Please welcome executive producer of Green Book, Octavia Spencer.
The next nominated comedy is the story of an improbable friendship at a time of impossible conflict. Inspired by a true story, it's set in 1962 during the era of segregation. An unlikely real-life pair confront racism from different perspectives on a life-changing tour through the pre-civil rights South. This is Green Book.
I'm a musician. I'm about to embark on a concert tour in the Deep South. What other experience do you have?
Public relations.
May I? Dear Dolores, sometimes you remind me of a house.
You know this is pathetic, right?
Put this down. Falling in love with you
Was the easiest thing I have ever done. P.S. Kiss the kids.
That's like clanging a cowbell at the end of Shostakovich's The Seventh.
That's good.
It's perfect, Tony.
Anyone can sound like Beethoven. But your music, only you can do that.
Now, last year's Golden Globe winners, the star of Mom, Allison Janney, and from Vice nominee, Sam Rockwell.
You know, when they pair presenters for an award, they like them to have a lot of things in common.
Which we do.
We both played characters who worked in the White House.
We both started out our careers in soft porn.
We're both not wearing underwear.
We both shave our legs.
Yeah, we both lost our virginities in the back of an 82 Buick.
We both like to sit on a washing machine with the...
spin cycle on.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we're both huge fans of these women, the nominees for Supporting Actress in a Motion Picture.
For Vice, Amy Adams. For First Man, Claire Foy. For If Beale Street Could Talk, Regina King. For The Favorite, Emma Stone. For The Favorite, Rachel Weisz.
And the Golden Globe goes to Regina King, If Beale Street Could Talk.
This is Regina King's first win and third nomination. She wins her Golden Globe tonight for her role of Sharon Rivers in If Beale Street Could Talk.
Amy, thank you for the prayer, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Oh, this is so fantastic. Annapurna, thank you so much. Everyone, I mean, this is odd, but it's not. My publicist, Mike Leota, the Annapurna publicist, Daniela, Jesus, Seth, Marvin, who have been championing, working their asses off to get people to come see this film, Barry Jenkins. I love you with all my heart. Thank you for your empathy. Thank you for telling stories so rich. And thank you for giving us a film that my son said to me when he saw it, that it was the first time he really saw himself. Thank you so much for that. Plan B, Jeremy, and Dee Dee. Oh my gosh, what a journey it's been all the way from Year of the Dog to here. Jesus. Man, oh my gosh, my son Ian, boy, man. Oh, thank you so much for all the love that we have been receiving for Beale Street. We are so proud of this film. The Baldwin family, thank you so much for trusting Sir Barry Jenkins to tell James Baldwin's words and allowing us the opportunity. Oh, thank you, God, for allowing me to be a witness. Hollywood Foreign Press Association, okay. Oh, cheers, cheers. Oh my gosh, one more thing. So often, everyone out there, they hear us on the red carpet and they say, celebrities, we're using the time to talk about ourselves when we're on our soapbox and using a moment to talk about the systemic things that are going on in life. Time's up, times two. The reason why we do this is because we understand that our microphones are big and we're speaking for everyone. And I just want to say that I'm going to use my platform right now to say, in the next 2 years, everything that I produce, I am making a vow, and it's going to be tough, to make sure that everything that I produce, that is 50% women. And I just challenge anyone out there who... Anyone out there who is in a position of power, not just in our industry, in all industries, I challenge you to challenge yourselves and stand with us in solidarity and do the same. God bless you. Thank you.
And now from The Good Place, Kristen Bell. And from Will and Grace, Megan Mullally.
Regina, we're available. Techavail. We're very honored to be here in a year when there are so many great performances by women on television.
Here are the nominees for Best Actress in a TV Series Drama.
For Outlander, Katrina Balfe. For The Handmaid's Tale, Elizabeth Moss. For Killing Eve, Sandra Oh. For Homecoming, Julia Roberts. For The Americans, Carrie Russell.
And the Golden Globe goes to
Sandra
Oh!
This is Sandra Oh's second nomination and second win. She's winning her Golden Globe for her role of Eve Polastri in Killing Eve tonight.
Daddy. Oh my God! I'm Killing Eve! Oh my God! I know. Phoebe Waller-Bridge, thank you so much. Luke Jennings, oh, that entire table. Sally and Lee and Colin and Sarah and Nena and Gina from BBC, my incredible cast. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to my family, my beloved Lev and Z and Claire and Ez and the boys, thank you. And oh my God, my team, who are such incredible people, thank you so much. But mostly, there are two people here tonight that I am so grateful that they're here with me. I'd like to thank my mother and my father. Oma, Appa, 사랑해요. Thank you, everyone.
More thrilling stars, they're on the way. The Golden Globes on NBC.
Was it fun to win?
I have no idea what's happening.
All right, you know them from the Fast and the Furious franchise. Please welcome Maya Rudolph and Amy Poehler.
Thanks, Bill. Some people say supporting actors are even more important to a film than the stars themselves.
Those people are wrong. Movie stars are the lifeblood of our industry.
But stars cannot do it alone, no matter how much we wish they could. Beautiful people have to have someone to talk to.
And without supporting actors, where would we get all of the famous lines from our favorite movies? Like, hey, wait up.
Or, I agree, partner.
Or, well put, Sergeant.
Or, those aren't my babies!
Or, you gotta take it easy, Joe.
Or that famous one, hello? I'm sorry, he's not here right now. Can I take a message? 555. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yes, he'll be returning from Bermuda soon. All right, thank you. Goodbye.
And the nominees are...
For Green Book, Mahershala Ali. For Beautiful Boy, Timothée Chalamet. For Black Klansman, Adam Driver. For Can You Ever Forgive Me, Richard E. Grant. For Vice, Sam Rockwell.
And the Golden Globe goes to Mahershala Ali.
This is Mahershala Ali's first win. Second nomination, Mahershala wins his Golden Globe tonight for his role of Don Shirley in Green Book.
HFPA, thank you for this honor. My fellow nominees, thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate your work. You know, Dr. Shirley was a brilliant man, and I just want to thank him for his passion, his virtuosity, the dignity in which he carried himself with that inspired me each and every day. Pete Fairley, thank you for this opportunity, man. You know, I really appreciated collaborating with you every day, and you're a man of extraordinary patience, because between Vigo and myself asking for another take or emailing you at 2 in the morning or whatever, you know, thank you for your guidance. Vigo, you're an extraordinary scene partner, You push me every day, man. No days off. No days off. Even the days off weren't even days off. So thank you, brother. I love you. Linda, it was great, even though it was just a little bit. It was great working with you. You're just the heart of the film and just a beautiful person. So thank you as well. Universal, Jonathan King, participant, Jim Burke, Nick Vallelonga, Brian Curry, thank you all. Thank you for your work. I really appreciate being here. And lastly, I have to thank my wife, my mother, and my grandmother. I thank you for your prayers. I've needed each and every one of them. Peace.
Okay, we're still here, and we're going to give out another award. And our next award is for Best Screenplay in a Major Motion Picture.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys, but I have to do this. Amy, you're the love of my life.
No. No, Maya.
You've always been there for me.
What are you doing? Oh my God, what are you doing?
Amy Geraldine Pollard. Will you marry me?
What? Oh my God, I cannot believe you're doing this. Are we stealing focus away from the next award?
Don't worry. It's just best screenplay.
Yes! Yes! 1,000 times yes. I can't believe you're doing this in front of everyone.
It's just you and me, babe. The nominees for Best Screenplay in a Major Motion Picture are
Roma, The Favorite, If Bill Street Could Talk, Vice, Green Book.
And the Golden Globe goes to?
She said yes!
Nick Vallelonga, Brian Curry, Peter Farrelly, Green Book.
This is Nick Vallelonga's, Brian Curry, and Peter Farrelly's first win. Green Book is nominated for Best Motion Picture Musical or Comedy, and accepting the award, Nick Vallelonga.
Wow, thank you. Sorry it took us so long to get here. We're the writers. We were seated in the kitchen. Thank you, Hollywood Foreign Press. What an incredible honor. Thank you, my fellow writers, Brian Curry and Pete Farrelly. Thank you to our producers, Charlie Wessler and Jim Burke, our incredible crew and cast led by Linda Cardellini, I can't even look at her. She played my mom. She makes me cry every time I see her. The genius of Mahershala Ali, the first time ever. I think a genius is playing a genius. Viggo Mortensen playing my dad. I love you. I can't even tell you. My family and friends who supported me. My mom, who's represented in the film, and my dad, who I owe this whole thing to, and Donald Shirley. But my father, he blessed us with this story, and I can't thank you enough. This is very surreal. Thank you very much.
Our star-studded audience is ready for some of the biggest awards of the night. The Golden Globes on NBC.
Welcome back to the Golden Globes. And now, from American Crime, Felicity Huffman. And from Shameless, William H. Macy.
Witty banter.
Witty banter.
Witty banter.
Here are the nominees for Best Actress in a Supporting Role for Television.
For The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Alex Borstein. For Sharp Objects, Patricia Clarkson. For The Assassination of Gianni Versace, American Crime Story, Penelope Cruz. For Westworld, Tandy Newton. For The Handmaid's Tale, Yvonne Strahovski.
And the Golden Globe goes to Patricia Clarkson. Sharp Objects.
This happens to be Patricia Clarkson's first win and second nomination. Patricia winning her Golden Globe tonight for the role of Adora Krellin in Sharp Objects.
damn. It's a privilege to be here tonight. Thank you, Hollywood Foreign Press, HBO. I love you, David. Every single person who worked on this miniseries, I thank you with all my heart. Amy, I owe you so very much. Jean-Marc Vallée, my director, you demanded everything of me except sex, which is exactly how it should be in our industry. Chris, Tony, Katie, Peter, I love you. My friends, my sisters. But this really is for my extraordinary mother and father. And I share this with you, Mom and Dad, in New Orleans. Cheers.
Please welcome last year's winner for actress in a motion picture comedy, Saoirse Ronan.
Hello. There's the auto cue. In a year with so many great performances, these 5 not only stand above the rest, but are ones we will remember for years to come. Here are the nominees for Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy.
For Vice, Christian Bale. For Mary Poppins Returns, Lin-Manuel Miranda. For Green Book, Viggo Mortensen. For The Old Man and the Gun, Robert Redford. For Stan and Ollie, John C. Reilly.
And the Golden Globe goes to Christian Bale for Vice.
This is Christian Bale's second win. 4th nomination for Christian. He's winning his Golden Globe tonight for the role of Vice President Dick Cheney in Vice.
Oh, look at all of us. What a bunch of lucky buggers we are, right? To make a life out of doing something that we love, right? That's extraordinary. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of that for so many years. Thank you to my beautiful wife, who told me less is more. Say less right now. She knows the dumb crap that can come out of my mouth at times. I can sink and ruin a perfectly good movie and a so-so career in one speech. So thank you for that advice, my love. I wouldn't be working without her. And thank you for our beautiful children, Banana and Burrito. You know, they've given me a love and a soul that I never thought possible. Thank you to that geezer over there, Adam. He said, I've got to find somebody who can be absolutely charisma-free and reviled by everybody. So he went, that's got to be Bale in it, you know. Thank you, and for all the competition, I will be cornering the market on charisma-free. What do you think? Mitch McConnell next? That could be good, couldn't it? Thank you to Satan for giving me inspiration on how to play this role. I've got to look at this table and say thanks to everybody here. Megan, oh my God, thank you so much. We've made a couple of really brilliant, fine movies. Thank you for being such a film lover. Amy, to Steve, to Sam, all of the other actors on this, to Dee Dee, to Jeremy and Brad, to Waxman and Madaloff, and please, Greg Canham and Chris Gallagher, the prosthetics and makeup people on this. If they hadn't done their job absolutely brilliantly, I wouldn't be here. No one would give a crap about it at all. I share this with you, gentlemen, and all the crew as well. Thank you so, so very much. Am I missing anything, darling? I feel like I should... Who? Say again? Oh, I can't hear. There's got to be other people I'm missing here as well. I'll say thank you to you all later. Much appreciated. Cheers.
More Hollywood superstars are on the way, and so are the most anticipated awards, the Golden Globes, on NBC.
Welcome back to the Golden Globes. And now the star of Queen America, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and the star of the upcoming film, The Laundromat, Antonio Banderas.
Great films touch our emotions and connect us with humanity.
That defines the nominees for Best Foreign Language Film.
Capernaum, Lebanon. Girl, Belgium. Never Look Away, Germany. Roma, Mexico. Shoplifters, Japan.
And the Golden Globe goes to Roma, Mexico.
Coming to the stage tonight and accepting the Golden Globe for Roma is director, producer, writer, cinematographer, and editor, Alfonso Cuarón.
Sabiendo que mañana irás con otro al altar. Llorarás por tu capricho. Si yo
Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, the Hollywood Foreign Press. But thank you very much, Yalitza Aparicio and Marinetta Vida. I'm in awe of what they did in this film. Cinema at its best tears down walls and builds bridges to another cultures. As we cross these bridges, this experience and these new shapes and these new faces, we begin to realize that while they may be strange, they are not unfamiliar. We begin to understand exactly how much we have in common. I want to thank my producers, Gabriela Rodriguez and Nicolas Celis. David Lindy and Jonathan King and Participant Media. And Scott Stuber and Ted Sarandos and all the Netflix team that really made an amazing effort to bring this film all around the world. This film would have not been possible without the specific colors that made me who I am. Gracias, familia. Gracias, México. Y sobre todas las cosas, gracias, Bu, gracias, Olmo. Thank you very much.
And now, from Vice, please welcome Tyler Perry.
This is my first time here at the Golden Globes, and I've often wondered when I've been at home watching on television, are the people as drunk as they seem? To everybody watching, yes, we are. The next nominated comedy tells the story of a Washington insider who became the most powerful man in the world. As vice president to George W. Bush, Dick Cheney reshaped the country and the world. Nominated for 6 Golden Globes, this is Vice.
I want you to be my VP. I'm the CEO. The vice presidency is a mostly symbolic job. However, the vice presidency is also defined by the president. If we were to come to a different understanding, I can handle the more mundane jobs, overseeing bureaucracy, military, energy, and foreign policy.
Hot damn.
From the upcoming film Rocket Man, Taron Egerton. And from Aquaman, Amber Heard.
Here are the nominees for Best Actor, Limited Series or Motion Picture Made for Television.
For Genius, Picasso, Antonio Banderas. For The Alienist, Daniel Bruhl. For The Assassination of Gianni Versace, American Crime Story, Darren Criss. For Patrick Melrose, Benedict Cumberbatch. For A Very English Scandal, Hugh Grant.
All right. So the Golden Globe goes to...
Go ahead.
Daniel
Darren Criss, The Assassination of Gianni Versace.
This is Darren Criss's first nomination, also his first win. That would make sense. He wins his Golden Globe tonight for his role of Andrew Cunanan in The Assassination of Gianni Versace, American Crime Story.
Man, wow, this is such an honor to be in front of so many incredible people. I feel like I won a fan contest. Brian May's right over there. This is incredible. Thank you to the Hollywood Foreign Press for your support throughout the years, especially to Ruben and Janet Napales, who have been in my corner since day one. I'd like to thank my teachers who are watching at home, and that actually includes some of all of my fellow nominees who I've admired your work from afar for so long, and whether you like it or not, you're actually kind of a part of this, so thank you for your inspiration. Thank you to Ryan Murphy, Fox, and FX for making me feel like I made varsity this year. Thank you, Mia, for your undying patience and love that was waiting for me when I got home. This was kind of a grim story to make, and so I have to thank our tireless crew, producers, writers, actors, artisans that actually made this a fun place to do some not so fun things. You collectively made whatever I did on set much better than I remember it being. And lastly, as we've seen, this has been a marvelous year for representation in Hollywood, and I am so enormously proud to be a teeny tiny part of that as the son of a firecracker Filipino woman from Cebu that dreamed of coming to this country and getting to be invited to cool parties like this. So, Mom, I know you're watching this. You are hugely responsible for most of the good things in my life. I love you dearly. I dedicate this to you. Congratulations to all of you. This is totally awesome.
Welcome back to the Golden Globes.
Our next presenter has managed to carve out a career for himself, even though he is butt ugly. Please welcome Chris Pine and his busted face.
Well, far out, man. Your dudeness. Jeff Bridges, ladies and gentlemen, his remarkable career spans 6 decades. From his first appearance on screen to his latest performance, Jeff has set a standard of excellence. He's made eccentric characters truly iconic, and yes, I am talking about El Duderino. And ordinary characters extraordinary and noble. While making Hell or High Water, we shared many things, our mutual love of caftans and Turkish sandals, but also, and more importantly, we bonded over both of us having wonderful show business fathers who showed us the way. And Jeff, I think I speak for everyone in this room when I say that you are not only a master craftsman, but also truly a kind and wonderful gentleman. It's been a deep privilege to get to know you, to learn from you. Thank you for that. And to witness firsthand the passion and the brilliance you bring to every moment, like these.
Way out west, there was this fella, the dude, fella by the name of Jeff.
Why, he may be the biggest sensation since Hope and Crosby.
He's the man for his time and place.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
I've been loved life, I've been a rolling stone.
What do you think? Yeah, it's just the right image for you.
What's your name, boy?
Lightfoot.
Now, this fella Jeff fancies himself some kind of actor. That's the little fella right there, making his screen debut.
I've never been here before, and it all looks the same.
And that's him on his dad's TV show. Now, sometimes there's an actor.
Get the whiskey.
I know you can drink whiskey and spit and wallow in filth and pneumonia station. They told me you had grit, and that is why I came to you.
I'm a bonded U.S. Marshal. Know who I am? I'm the man who killed your brother.
Sometimes there's an actor, and I'm talking about Jeff here. Sometimes there's an actor who just makes it look easy.
If any of this proves too much for you, tell me immediately.
Within every character.
I don't explain myself. Not to nobody. Who else?
He finds the truth.
I'm not about to sit and watch the grass grow when there's money to be made.
She's not your girl anymore?
She is my girl. I don't care. We didn't break
you
up.
don't even live here
I don't make no difference. I always live here. I'm getting her back. I'm telling you right now.
He's a master of the craft.
What do you think turned this horse around? Well, I think we just gave him a chance. Sometimes all somebody needs is a second chance.
Who has touched our hearts.
This is your legacy. Trust me, I'm the expert here, okay?
Okay.
We took Kong, we kidnapped their god. He was the terror, the mystery of their lives, and the magic.
Where's the squares? Where's the squares? Well, where are they now?
You know what the little people told me? They said, you're the one.
This is beautiful. Thank you.
How'd you like that? You were in vintage form today.
Vintage, that's about right.
Let's dance. I don't know about you, but it's good knowing he's out there. Made me laugh to beat the band.
Ah! What did I tell you?
Because sometimes making it look easy
Save our pennies, we'll make it.
can be mighty hard work.
I need some help on this lady, but I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, the star man himself, Jeff Bridges.
Thank you, Chris, for those kind words. And Sam, where's Sam? Oh, man. The stranger. Oh man. Thank you, Hollywood Foreign Press. This is really a wonderful honor. I'm so challenged up here because there's so many people to thank. You know, it's a collaborative art form here. I've gotta thank some folks. I gotta thank my sweetheart, Sue. My God, 45 years of support and love. I wouldn't be up here without you, my dear. And my brother, Bo. Sister Cindy, your love and support. And how lucky are we to have our folks, man. Lloyd and Dorothy, thank you. Hey, wearing your cuffs, Dad. You're wearing your cufflinks. They're your dad's, too. And, oh, man, I've got to thank my representatives. I don't know, wave your hands, guys. I want to see if I can. They're keeping the whole boat afloat. I can't see you. There they are. Yeah, David Schiff, Rick Kurtzman, Gene Sievers, Bob Wallerstein, Liz Dowling, my trusty assistant, Becky Pedretti. Who am I forgetting? Frank Page. Oh, you know who I gotta mention is Lloyd Catlett. He's my stand-in. We've done close to 70 films together. Can you believe that? He's the thread through the whole deal. You know, starting from Last Picture Show, man. And speaking of Last Picture Show, I gotta thank my dear friend Peter Bogdanovich, who kicked the whole party off for me, man. I'm so blessed to have him start my whole career. And let's see, well, the brothers, the Coen brothers, come on. I mean, true masters. You know, if I'm lucky, I'll be associated with a dude for the rest of my life. I feel so, you know, honored to be a part of that film. Great movie. And let's see, well, look at my brother, Steve Clovis, right? Fabulous Baker Boys. First time out, he comes up with that great movie. Gotta thank him. I gotta thank Scott Cooper. I don't know if Scotty is here tonight, but Crazy Heart. Yeah, man, huh? Scott, man, such a great vibe to make wonderful stuff happen. And, another first-time guy I was so lucky to work with, the late, great Michael Cimino, who directed Thunderbolt and Lightfoot. That was his first movie. I can remember going into his office the day before we started shooting, and I said to him, Mike, man, I am sorry, but I think you made a terrible mistake. I'm not feeling this guy at all. I feel so inadequate. You know, I'm giving you late notice, I know, but, you know, please fire me, you know. And he looked at me and said, Jeff, you know the game tag? I say, yeah. He says, you're it. I said, what do you mean I'm it? He says, you are the guy. You couldn't make a mistake if you wanted to. You know, the life of this character is coming through you. You know, it's a done deal. I said, oh, all right. That's a wonderful vote of confidence and a great perspective to look at this thing. And I used it, of course, in that film and all the other movies that I've done, as well as my life, you know. I've been tagged. I guess we all have been tagged, right? We're all alive right here, right now. This is happening. We're alive, man. You know what I'm saying? And being in the life of the movies, you know, I kind of look through my life through the filter of movies. I find directors and fellow actors all over the place in my life. One guy, he had nothing to do with the movies, but I've taken a lot of direction from him. That's Bucky Fuller. And Bucky, you know, he's most famous for the geodesic dome, but he made a great observation about these ocean-going tankers. And he noticed that the engineers were particularly challenged by how to turn this thing. You know, they got this big rudder. It took too much energy to turn the rudder to turn the ship. So they came up with a brilliant idea. Let's put a little rudder on the big rudder. The little rudder will turn the big rudder. The big rudder will turn the ship. That little rudder is called a trim tab. And Bucky made the analogy that trim tab is an example of how the individual is connected to society and how we affect society. And I like to think of myself as a trim tab. And all of us are trim tabs. We may seem like, you know, we're not up to the task, but we are, man. We're alive. We can make a difference. We can turn this ship in the way we want to go, man. Towards love, creating a healthy planet for all of us. So I want to thank the Hollywood Foreign Press for tagging me. And I wanted to tag you all. You're all trim tabs. Boom, tag, you're in. Thank you.
Now from the upcoming film Call of the Wild, please welcome Harrison Ford.
Nobody told me I had to follow Jeff Bridges. Who wants to do that? Look, I've been lucky enough to work with some of the best directors in our industry, and anyone who is in a film led by one of these fine people could say exactly the same thing. The nominees for Best Director are...
For A Star is Born, Bradley Cooper. For Roma, Alfonso Cuarón. For Green Book, Peter Farrelly. For Black Klansman, Spike Lee. For Vice, Adam McKay.
And the Golden Globe goes to Alfonso Cuarón.
This is Alfonso Cuarón's third win. He won earlier tonight for Best Screenplay.
Así me dejas, sabiendo que mañana irás con otro al altar. Llorarás, llorarás por tu capricho. Si yo sé que es a mí a quien quieres, no podrás.
You were after Jeff Bridges, now I'm after Jeff Bridges and Harrison Ford, so good luck. Thank you one more time to the Hollywood Foreign Press, and again to my producers and my partners at Participant Media, to Netflix to have bring this very unlikely film into mainstream awareness. I feel a little bit like cheating with this thing of accepting this award, because most of what I was doing is just to witness and enjoy the amazing Marina de Tavira and Yalitza Aparicio just exist on the screen. And I'm eternally grateful with the two of them. Also, another part of me is telling me that, in reality, this film was directed by Libo, by my mother and my family, and maybe even more importantly, by this place, this very complex lab that shaped and created me. So, muchas gracias, México. And y como siempre, and my daughter Boo and my son Olmo. Thank you very much.
The awards for Comedy Actress and Comedy Series, those are next. The Golden Globes on NBC. Go to the Golden Globes on Instagram to relive highlights of the night on IGTV and for exclusive portraits of tonight's winners. And visit NBC on Instagram for red carpet photos of your favorite stars. Welcome back to the Golden Globes. Now, from A Star is Born, Sam Elliott.
I'm incredibly proud to be part of the next nominated drama. The brilliance of director, producer, writer, and actor Bradley Cooper, matched by the arrival of the powerful Lady Gaga on the big screen, gives us an authentic look into the complex world of relationships, identity, addiction, and love. This is A Star is Born.
Our next presenters are all stars on the hit NBC show This Is Us.
So break out the tissues because you're going to want to masturbate to all of them. Please welcome Justin Hartley, Chrissy Metz, and Golden Globe winner Sterling K. Brown.
Nicest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's the nicest thing anyone's ever said about me.
I appreciate it. Unlike real siblings, we agree on just about everything.
Well, for example, we all agree that these 5 actresses gave us not just the best performances of this past year, but of any year.
They are the nominees for Best Actress in a TV series, a musical, or comedy.
For The Good Place, Kristen Bell. For Murphy Brown, Candice Bergen. For Glow, Allison Brie. For The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Rachel Brosnahan. For Will and Grace, Deborah Messing.
And the Golden Globe goes to, I'm going to tell you. Who do you think it is?
Who do you think it is? Rachel Brosnahan!
This is Rachel Brosnahan's second nomination and second win. She wins her Golden Globe tonight for her role of Miriam Midge Maisel in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
On a wonderful morning like this, when the sun is as big as a yellow balloon, even the sparrows are singing in tune. On a wonderful morning like this, on a morning like this, I could kiss everybody. I'm so full of love.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you to the HFPA for being some of the first people to celebrate this show and to help other people figure out that we exist. Thank you to our incredible village that it really takes to make this show. And our village is a matriarchy, led by Amy Sherman Palladino. We have women in so many leadership roles across this show. At Amazon, led by Jen Sulkey. Thank you. Thank you to our entire team. Thank you, Amy and Dan and Dana and all of our producers. To our team at Amazon, Jen and Jeff and Albert and Ken and Mark and Donna. Thank you to our cast, Alex and Michael and Tony and Marin. You are the very best collaborators and playmates that I could ever ask for on this insane journey. Thank you. Thank you to our crew who keep this ship afloat. We couldn't do it without them. They are some of the kindest and most generous and talented and hardworking people I have ever had the privilege of working with, and I am so grateful every single day. Thank you to my team, Kevin and Ida, Shauna, Ken Lee. They're telling me to wrap it up. Okay, I'm talking faster. There are so many more that I'm forgetting. I'm gonna have to write some thank you notes. Thank you, my friends, my family. Jason, I love you. I wouldn't be here at all without you. Thank you. Thank you so much, you guys. Thanks.
That's you.
And now here we are. We have the nominees for Best TV Series, Musical, or Comedy.
Barry. The Good Place. Kidding. The Kaminsky Method. The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
And the Golden Globe goes to The Kaminsky Method.
Coming to the stage are creator, director, writer, and executive producer Chuck Lorre and writer-executive producers Al Higgins. Accepting the Golden Globe tonight for the Kaminsky Method is Chuck Lorre.
This doesn't happen to me. No one's crying for me, but this is spectacular. Thank you to the Hollywood Foreign Press for this extraordinary acknowledgement. I'm so grateful. I don't even know what to say. I've been doing this a long time, and I'm up here trembling like a leaf. Jeez. I need to thank Michael Douglas and Alan Arkin, without whom the script for this would be landfill. It would be mulch. It would be Al Higgins for your undying support. The folks at Warner Brothers, Peter Roth, Warner Media. I'm sorry. I'm going to switch from Verizon to AT&T soon. Great cast, incredible cast, crew, Marlise, Annetta, Denny, my lovely wife, Netflix, Ted, Cindy, Jane, Andy, thank you so much for your love and support. To my daughter and son, who I hope are watching, look what we did. This is great, thank you.
More Hollywood stars are preparing for the big awards, the Golden Globes on NBC.
Welcome back to the Golden Globes. And now from Mary Poppins Returns, please welcome Emily Blunt and Dick Van Dyke.
I spotted Carol Burnett out there, and I said, my God, I know her. The nominated motion picture is an all-new musical about the beloved nanny returned to 17 Cherry Tree Lane.
God, you are superhuman. I can't even make that. Mary Poppins helps the Banks family rediscover the joy and wonder missing in their lives. Exquisitely directed by Rob Marshall, it's a reminder of what we lose when we grow up, and a tonic of hope in a dark time.
Who grew up?
Not you.
Nominated for 4 Golden Globes, this is Mary Poppins Returns.
How'd you do that?
Do what?
So you've been off filling the children's heads with stuff and nonsense. You've forgotten what it's like to be a child.
Everything is possible.
Even the impossible.
And now, the executive producers of the upcoming show, Boomerang, Halle Berry and Lena Waithe.
If you're looking for that feel-good rom-com that makes you happy inside, Lena, then these are not the shows for you.
No, because they're very depressing. But if you're looking to watch addictive stories, brilliant acting and directing, then you can't go wrong with any of these nominees for Best Limited Series or Motion Picture Made for Television.
The Alienist. The Assassination of Johnny Versace, American Crime Story. Escape at Dannemora. Sharp Objects. A Very English Scandal.
All right. And Golden Globe goes to?
The Assassination of Gianni Versace, American Crime Story.
Coming to the stage, our executive producers Brad Simpson and Nina Jacobson, accepting the Golden Globe tonight for The Assassination of Johnny Versace, American Crime Story. It's executive producer Brad Simpson.
Thank you to the Hollywood Foreign Press for this. Thanks to our brilliant collaborators, Ryan Murphy and Tom Rob Smith. Thanks to Fox and FX for supporting disruptive television. John Landgraf, Gina Balian, Dana Walden, Gary Newman, Peter Rice, and also our consigliere, Joe Cohen. Thanks to our partners at home, my family, Jocelyn, Oliver, Elodie, and our little baby Lark. Gianni Versace was murdered 20 years ago. He was one of the very few public figures who was out during a time of intense hate and fear. This was the era of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. It was the Defense of Marriage Act era. Those forces of hate and fear are still with us. They tell us that we should be scared of people who are different than us. They tell us we should put walls around ourselves. As artists, we must fight back by representing those who are not represented and by providing a space for people who are new voices to tell stories that haven't been told. As human beings, we should resist in the streets, resist at the ballot box, and practice love and empathy in our everyday lives. Our show is a period piece, but those forces are not historical. They're here, they're with us, and we must resist. Thank you very much.
Who will win Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy? Only Andy Sale and Paul Chen of Ernst & Young have that answer. The Golden Globes on NBC.
Welcome back to the Golden Globes. Now, the star of the upcoming film Serenity, Anne Hathaway, and Golden Globe winner, Jessica Chastain.
This is a group of badass women.
They are trailblazers.
They're fearless.
They soar.
Their talent is limitless.
They are the nominees for Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy.
For Mary Poppins Returns, Emily Blunt. For The Favorite, Olivia Colman. For 8th Grade, Elsie Fisher. For Tully, Charlize Theron. For Crazy Rich Asians, Constance Wu.
And the Golden Globe goes to... Oh, shoot, I wrote the envelope.
It's gonna, we can stick with it.
Okay, you read it.
Olivia Colman, The Favorite.
This is Olivia Colman's second nomination and second win. She's 2 for 2. She wins her Golden Globe tonight for her role of Queen Anne of Great Britain in The Favorite.
Hello. Oh, God, blimey. Thank you so much. I'm not going to cry because my entire table will point and laugh at me. So I've been crying all evening. Right, okay. Hi. Thank you for the sandwiches. Amazing. Thank you. So thank you. Thank you very much to Hollywood Foreign Press. Thank you so much. And Fox Searchlight and Element and Yorgos. Thank you the most muchly. And my bitches. Emma and Rachel. Thank you. Every second of working with you girls was such a joy. So much fun. I was so sad when it finished. And I would like to tell you how much this film means to me, but I can't think of it, and because I'm too excited. It's had amazing, and I went on a private jet, and I ate constantly throughout the film. It was brilliant, and I promise I will keep on enjoying this because this is amazing. Look at you, beautiful people. Thank you so much. And I'm going now, and Ed and the kids, look. Yay!
Now, please welcome Grammy-nominated artist Janelle Monáe.
Hey, y'all. The next nominated drama is set in 1970s Harlem. It tells the story of a pregnant young woman, Tish, who is desperate to prove her fiancé, Fonnie, is falsely imprisoned for a crime. Though written by James Baldwin in 1974, Tish and Fonnie still walk Beale streets all over this country, fighting for truth, justice, and love. Nominated for 3 Golden Globes tonight, this is If Beale Street Could Talk.
I'm yours and you're mine, and that's it. You and me all the time.
There's something I gotta tell you.
And who's gonna be responsible for this baby?
The father and the mother.
When I hold you in my arms, I gotta hold our baby in my arms.
Remember, love is what brought you here. And if you trusted love this far, don't panic now.
Bill Murray with the award for Best Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. Next, the Golden Globes on NBC.
Welcome back to the Golden Globes. And now from Bohemian Rhapsody, please welcome Mike Myers.
The final nominated drama is a celebration of the band Queen. Their music, yes. Their music and their extraordinary lead singer, Freddie Mercury, as they take the stage for their legendary performance at Live Aid. Nominated for 2 Golden Globes, this is Bohemian Rhapsody.
Mark these words. No one will play Queen.
Fortune favors the bold.
Freddie, concerning your private life.
What more do you need to know? I make music. I want to give the audience a song that they can perform.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Isle of Dogs, please welcome Bill Murray.
There are 2 great things about the Golden Globes. 1, and 2, this award. The best motion picture of a musical or comedy. You've already seen the movies that are nominated. Let's remind you one time, okay?
Crazy Rich Asians, The Favorite, Green Book, Mary Poppins Returns, Vice.
I have a lot of friends in this category, so I hope this is going to deepen our friendship. Oh, God. The winner is Green Book.
Coming to the stage are writer, producer, and director Peter Fairley and producer Jim Burke. Accepting the Golden Globe tonight for Green Book is Peter Fairley.
Congratulations there, guys.
Oh my God. You did it. Wow. Oh my God. Wow, that's unbelievable. I'm just so grateful. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, of course. Yeah. First of all, I want to thank the Hollywood Foreign Press. This is beyond anything we ever imagined when we started shooting this thing. Thank you so much. I want to thank my wife, Melinda, best thing ever happened to me, right there. And my kids, Bob and Apple, who weaseled their way up here. They're the greatest. I want to thank all the hardworking people at Universal. First of all, Participant, you guys turned it around. You were the ones who jumped on board first, and I'm so grateful. I want to thank everybody at Universal. I want to thank DreamWorks, Focus, Ted Virtue, Octavia Spencer. As beautiful as she is, she's even kinder and more intelligent inside. She's the best thing that happened to this movie. Thank you very much. I want to thank Charlie Wessler, Jim Burke, Pete Hammond, and now let's go to the big boys. I want to thank Viggo Mortensen and Mahershala Ali. This movie does not get made without them. I want to thank Linda Cardellini, unbelievable. The heart and soul of the movie. I want to thank the great Sean Porter, our DP. Yeah. I want to thank Chris Bauer, who did the music for this movie. Incredible guy. Kwame Parker, are you up here somewhere? Kwame, everybody, thank you so much. Listen, we made this movie. Green Book is the story of a trip that Don Shirley and Tony Lip-Vallalonga, please, no, turn that off. No, go away. Off, okay. It's the trip that Don Shirley and Tony Lip-Vallalonga took in the pre-civil rights era of 1960s. Don Shirley was a great man and an underappreciated genius who couldn't play the music he wanted to play simply because of the color of his skin. Yet, he went on to create his own genre of music, a sound so beautiful that it still resonates today. Tony Vallalonga came from an immigrant family in the Bronx and from a culture that didn't value diversity or individuality. Yet, during that trip with Dr. Shirley, he grew and evolved more than most families do over several generations. This story, when I heard it, gave me hope, and I wanted to share that hope with you because we're still living in divided times, maybe more so than ever. And that's who this movie's for. It's for everybody. If Don Shirley and Tony Vallalonga can find common ground, we all can. All we have to do is talk and to not judge people by their differences, but look for what we have in common. And we have a lot in common. We all want the same thing. We want love. We want happiness. We want to be treated equally. And that's not such a bad thing. Thank you very much. I appreciate
it. Coming up, which movie will take the big award of the night? You're going to find out the Golden Globes right here on NBC. Follow @GoldenGlobes on Twitter for candid moments and backstage clips of tonight's winners. And follow @NBC on Twitter to go behind the scenes with Hollywood's biggest stars.
Welcome back to the Golden Globes. And now, last year's Best Actor in a Motion Picture Drama, Gary Oldman.
Hello. Good evening. Hi. Here are the nominees for Best Actress in a Motion Picture Drama.
For The Wife, Glenn Close. For A Star is Born, Lady Gaga. For Destroyer, Nicole Kidman. For Can You Ever Forgive Me, Melissa McCarthy. For A Private War, Rosamund Pike.
And the Golden Globe goes to Glenn Close, The Wife.
This is Glenn Close's third win. She wins her Golden Globe tonight for her role of Joan Castleman in The Wife.
Oh my gosh, I'm just... Thank you so much, Hollywood Foreign Press. This is such a great honor. And I'm so honored to be with my category sisters. And we've gotten to know each other a little bit so far, and I can't wait to spend more time with you. I'm so... everything that you did this year, or what you're here for, is... We all should be up here together. That's all I can say. Oh my God, I just don't believe it. I want to thank Meg Wolitzer for writing this incredible novel and Jane Anderson for adapting it. Rosalie Swedlin and Claudia Blumhaber for the passionate... it took 14 years to make this film. And I was attached to it thanks to my wonderful Kevin Huvane and Franklin Lott, who were behind me and said, yes, this is a great story and we need to stay with it until it happens. And it, you know, it was called The Wife. I think that's why it took 14 years to get made. But anyway, you know, to play a character is so internal, and I'm thinking of my mom, who really sublimated herself to my father her whole life. And in her 80s, she said to me, I feel I haven't accomplished anything. And it was so not right. And I feel what I've learned through this whole experience is that, you know, women, we're nurturers. That's what's expected of us. We have our children, we have our husbands if we're lucky enough, and our partners, whoever. But we have to find personal fulfillment. We have to fill our, you know, follow our dreams. We have to say, I can do that, and I should be allowed to do that. So, you know, when I was little, I felt like Muhammad Ali, who was destined to be a boxer. I felt destined to be an actress. I saw all the early Disney films, and Haley Mills, and I said, oh, I could do that. and here I am today. It will have been 45 years in September that I am a working actress, and I cannot imagine a more wonderful life. Thank you, Bjorn Runge, who is here, who directed The Wife, who trusted the close-up, who knew where to put the camera and how to light us. Jonathan Pryce, what a great partner. My daughter, Annie, who laid the foundation of this character. I love you, my darling. Thank you so much.
Welcome back to the Golden Globes. And now, please welcome Golden Globe winners Richard Gere and Julianne Moore.
Hello, everybody. Alejandra, I love you. You can go to sleep now. Thank you. We're here now, the nominees for Best Actor in a Motion Picture Drama.
For A Star is Born, Bradley Cooper. For At Eternity's Gate, Willem Dafoe. For Boy Erased, Lucas Hedges. For Bohemian Rhapsody, Rami Malek. For Black Klansman, John David Washington.
And the Golden Globe goes to Rami Malek.
Rami Malek, ladies and gentlemen.
This is Rami Malek's first win and third nomination, winning his Golden Globe tonight for his role of Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh my God. Oh, I am beyond moved. I am beyond moved. My heart is pounding out of my chest right now. This is a profound honor to receive this and to be counted amongst such extraordinary actors. I am privileged to be counted among you, truly. And to be in the room with all of you. Thank you to the Hollywood Foreign Press Association for this incredible recognition. I have to thank everyone who worked so tirelessly to make this film what it is, and in the process gave me this incredible family, this ensemble of actors. Wherever the hell you are right now, celebrating, I am going to tackle you in a moment. I'm going to jump all over you guys. I have to thank Graham King and Dennis O'Sullivan. You've worked over a decade to ensure that this story was told. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you to Fox, 20th Century Fox, New Regency. You guys, you believed in us when so few would, and I appreciate that so much. Wow. I got to thank my mom and my family. I got to thank Doug Luchterhand, Cynthia Pett, Annabelle Galazzi, Ben Curtis, Marissa Martins, and Michelle Margolis for all of this. And of course, to Queen. To you, Brian May, to you, Roger Taylor, for ensuring that authenticity and inclusivity exists in the music and in the world and in all of us. Thank you to Freddie Mercury for giving me the joy of a lifetime. I love you, you beautiful man. This is for and because of you, gorgeous. Mwah.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Golden Globe winner, Nicole Kidman.
And the nominees for Best Motion Picture Drama are
Black Panther, Black Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, If Beale Street Could Talk, A Star is Born.
and the Golden Globe goes to Bohemian Rhapsody.
Coming to the stage are producers Graham King and Jim Beach. Accepting the Golden Globe tonight for Bohemian Rhapsody is Graham King.
Wow. Now that was unexpected. Thank you so much to the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. That's amazing. Oh. The power of movies is that it brings us all together. Freddie Mercury and Queen did that so successfully through their music. And that's what we always wanted to accomplish in the cinemas. To see that magic come alive and to see the incredible response of this film has been truly humbling to everyone. I want to thank everyone. A huge thank you to Brian May, Roger Taylor. This is my producing partner, Miami Beach. I want to thank him. Thank you so much for trusting me to put your lives on the screen. I know how tough that is. Thank you to everyone at Fox and New Regency, Stacy Schneider, Emma Watts. Big thank you to Kira Goldberg, Yariv Milchan, and a huge special thank you to Arnon. I want to thank Dennis O'Sullivan for all his hard work. To our incredible cast and crew, I wish I could thank them all. There's just so many of them. One person I do want to say deserves a special mention is the guy who just, where is he? Rami Malek, guys. I mean, come on. What a performance. Unbelievable. All my family, Haley, Sammy, wherever you are. I know I've forgotten some people, and I please apologize for that. And finally, to Freddie Mercury. Thank you for showing us the power of embracing your true self. This one's for you. Thank you so much.
That's our show.
Please give us 5 stars.
Good night.
The nomination ballot is mailed to all eligible members of the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, who choose up to 5 nominees in each category. On the final ballot, the same members vote for 1 nominee in each category. Information concerning the final results is known only to the accounting firm of Ernst & Young LLP prior to tonight's opening of the sealed envelopes. This is Sean Parr.
And Rebecca Reedy for the 2019 Golden Globe Awards.
This week, NBC is upping its game with the 3 biggest shows of the new year.
I want this show to redefine what an athletic competition can be, testing everyday people with the challenge of a lifetime.
Welcome to the Titan Game.
You won America's Got Talent.
You won Australia's Got Talent. Best in the world takes on the best in the world.
Got talent, got champion!
You ready?
Cranberry! Get ready for blood, sweat, and respect.
And gravy.
And gravy.
Gravy.
All new Manifest, tomorrow 10/9 Central.